Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another This Might Hurt. Happy Monday to you. I am feeling pretty helpless today. I've got a lot of personal things going on with my daughter, my grandson, and the bullying incident at school. If you've seen any of my videos in the past couple weeks, yeah, they're getting nowhere. They're not letting him do remote school. They're making my daughter send him back to school. They're not allowing her to attend any events. It's quite, I don't know, it's quite frustrating, I guess, to know that you have to send your child into a situation in which they don't feel safe. And there's really nothing you can do about that, right? They have made it clear that in their eyes, my daughter is the problem, and not really taking seriously the fact that my grandson feels emotionally and physically unsafe in his environment. So, a little frustration on my end today, but what can we do, right? We continue to support, we continue to advocate and do the things. Yeah, it's really, I guess, especially frustrating for me as I'm going to school for social work, and this is literally what I'm going to school to learn how to deal with, and I can't. I'm in a different state. I'm 2,000 miles away. And it leaves a sense of helplessness that is frustrating at best. So, yeah, there's that. Anyway, if you wouldn't mind sending some good energy, positive vibes, keeping Connor in your thoughts and prayers, and my daughter Destiny in your thoughts and prayers, I would appreciate that. That being said, let's get to the energies for today. Energies for today. We've got the moon. More will be revealed. It's on its side. So, on its side. So we're catching the energy as it's coming in. The moon in the reverse would be a truth being revealed, right? Some clarity to the situation. In the upright, it would be something that you're just not aware of yet that hasn't revealed itself. But I do feel like the unseen problems, the clarity, like, it's coming. We're not really sure which way it's going to be, but it's the energy is there. Something needs to be revealed. Maybe that's the thing. There's a bigger, like, if we were going to take my current situation in my personal life, something needs to change, right? I feel like somebody somewhere needs to see what's happening to put an end to it all. Like, all of this, I was telling my daughter this morning, it's almost like a bigger version of the narcissistic family system, right? You have the narcissistic family system where you have a truth teller, and the truth teller usually brings something to light, right? Some sort of injustice to light. And when that happens, everybody involved can't handle the truth, that you can't handle the truth. And so the truth teller gets ostracized, and they're the problem, right? And everything goes back to normal. And this is what is happening at a community level. And it's gut-wrenching. It's gut-wrenching as a parent, but more needs to be revealed. More people need to be involved. Somebody somewhere needs to see what's happening for change to happen. I don't know who that somebody is, but something needs to be revealed. Something needs to be revealed. Let's see. Let's keep going. What else have we got for today? More energy for today. Tell me about this moon. All right, we got the Four of Cups. You don't have to take, and again on the side. I don't know what's with all these sideways cards, but the energy coming in with the Four of Cups. The apathy, right? The feeling unfulfilled, the not being able to take or to refuse this cup. Like, where is the cup even at, right? Where are the people even at? The energy's coming. Something will be offered at some point, and then it's up to you to decide, is this something I want or not? Again, given this situation, like, my first thought is, well, put them in a different school, right? But then there's, can you afford the school, right? Is it up to you? This might help. As I was saying, can you afford the school? This might help. I don't know. Maybe asking the question of, can the school give him a scholarship, given his situation, to get him into a safe environment. I don't know. I mean, should you have to go to a private school to be safe? That's what can we do to help Connor feel safe at the end of the day? What can you do to help yourself feel safe? What is your safety going to need to return, right? And these don't have to be what the world says it should be. It's what does it mean to you, right? What does safety look like for you? What does safety look like in your world that you need that to return? And think about those things, right? Think about the what will be revealed and what can be offered to you to make you feel safe. Because ultimately your safety is all that matters. And when I say safety from a sense of the woolly mammoth or from the subconscious mind perspective, safety is familiarity. And when something is unfamiliar, like peace will not feel peaceful to a mind that's used to chaos. So if there is a situation that is new, and although it's physically and emotionally safe, your woolly mammoth, your subconscious mind will throw up a flare that this is not safe. It will become activated. So what do you have to do to get yourself to feel safe? I don't know. Let's see. Tell me about this safety. Tell me about this safety, and what might help to put this all into perspective for us. Tell me about this safety. Again, on this side, we got the Nine of Pentacles. You have everything you need, but you don't feel like you have everything you need. You feel like you need more. All of the resources are there, right? The awareness that there are resources out there. We just need to reach out and use them. A lot of, in my situation, we've been going through like what resources are out there. There's the the Connecticut parents of children advocacy place, lawyers, police. Where is the safety? Where is the safety? What resources exist for this particular situation? And it's going to be very unique, right? I even have a cousin who is very big on civil rights, and I'm considering reaching out to him. Like, are her civil rights being trampled on here? So, what is the resource? What's the right resource? We don't know what the right resource is for that safety. What is the advice for today? What's the advice? Again, okay, love of self. Keep yourself safe. Keep yourself loved. Fill your own cup. Worry about the safety, right? And then the Ten of Wands, it's going to be burdensome. It's going to feel burdensome. You might feel like a burden to others, right? You might be the burden. Maybe that's why this is happening the way it's happening. We talk about the narcissistic family system in the beginning with the truth teller being ostracized and so forth. They feel they are being made to look like a burden, right? But you're not the burden. You're not the burden. None of this is. If you are worried about making yourself safe and you are doing everything you can in your power to love yourself and keep yourself safe, that makes you by default not a burden. It might be a burden to somebody else. That's their definition of burden. What you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck is justice. I love that. I love seeing this at the bottom of the deck. Justice. What else do I want to say about this? I don't even know. Things may not always be fair, but a win-win solution, right? Some sort of cause and effect, some sort of, maybe this happened for bigger systemic change to come about. It's hard to see the silver lining when you're in the middle of the storm, right? It's hard to see what good is going to come out of a bad situation when you're going in the middle of going through it. But there will be some justice coming for this situation. I love that for us. Absolutely love that for us. What might help? Let's see what might help us today. What's going to help us today? Show me what can help us today. We're running out of time. Give me a card. There we go. The Fertile Earth. Well, this kind of looks like the Ten of Pentacles to me. I'm going to read from the book, The Fertile Earth. The Knight of Pentacles. Okay. The Suit of Pentacles is set on a backdrop of lush earth and rolling farmlands. Farmers bloom with color. Flowers bloom with color. Sorry, guys. This it's so tiny. Flowers bloom with color. Vines hang heavy with fruit. All right, we've got the Knight of Pentacles at the end of the day. I can't read this, you guys. I don't know. Some days I can read it, some days I can't. I guess I'm just old. But putting something into action, taking those resources and putting them into action is the message there.